Your time will come. And lagi lang sinasabi sa sarili ko getting delayed does not mean you were denied. Your time will come, just be patient. And being patient, by the way, is not just the ability to wait, but it's the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting. Hey, this is KUYA, and welcome to the latest episode of Pera and Purpose Podcast, a show about money and meaning. My aim is for you to use money as a tool to live a meaningful life. Yes, and bago tayo magsimula, another gratitude shoutout muna tayo. And this time, I would like to show or to greet Coach Joy Mendoza Longcop, ayan, for always sharing our podcast episodes. Maraming salamat, Coach. And she is one of my fellow Yaman coaches under the mentorship of the legendary Coach Efren Cruz, who's the chairman of Personal Finance Advisors. So si Coach Joy is expert sa topic ng medical insurance. Kaya if you need one for yourself or for your parents, she's definitely the right person to contact. So Coach Joy, maraming salamat uli. Ayan. And guys, may announcement lang ako, no? Bibilisan ko na lang dahil meron na tayong Discord community. Wow, nakiki-Gen Z si KJ. Discord, oh. And ito yung channel na ang channel to is yung Purpose Driven Finance Discord community. It's totally free and you will automatically get 50% discount kung sakali man na mag-schedule ka ng coaching session with me. Ayan, that's a promise, okay? So kung gusto mong mag-join dito sa community nito, i-visit mo lang ang www.jadriantolentino.com/community. Okay, magbibigay tayo dito ng mga updates on different topics revolving around personal finance. Nagustuhan ko tong Discord kasi sobrang organized ng mga communications there. Kaya I wanted to give it a try as well to grow the community and para madali ring mag-disperse ng information. So hopefully, mag-join ka doon, okay? I'll be expecting you there. Ayan. So, guys, may nag-ask sa akin na gumawa ng list of money lessons sa pinakasikat na Netflix series ngayon. So I think obvious naman na yun, no? Hindi po yung probinsyano, okay? Umabot ba ng Netflix ang probinsyano? Ewan ko. Ito yung Squid Game. Ayan, currently, meron ng 111 million fans mula nung nag-premiere ito nung September 17. Grabe, di ba? And it is a series that revolves around a contest where 456 players who are in deep financial debt put their lives at risk to play a series of children's games for the chance to win a 45.6 billion won, Korean won of prize. Katumbas nito is 1.9 billion pesos. Grabe, ang laki, di ba? And personally, I believe that the Squid Game is the kind of series everyone should watch to remind them to not take their finances for granted. Ako rin medyo naano ko dun na-remind ako dun sa mga on how I am managing my finances. And kung epek ang mga motivational movies, then I think ito ang pinaka-aalog sa mga taong kailangang ayusin ang kanilang way of managing their finances. Ayan. So that being said, I have listed a couple of not just money lessons, pero life lessons na rin from the most popular series in Netflix today. So, bago tayo magsimula spoilers ahead. So, kung hindi mo pa 'to napapanood, well, and ayaw mo ng mga spoilers, wag mo na ituloy 'to episode. Pero ako, spoilers, I welcome them kasi they help me save time. So, kung hindi ka katulad ni Kuya Jay, then mag-skip ka na lang muna and look for other episodes. Alright? So, bilang muna tayo ng in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's begin. Ayan na. So, excited na ako dito. So, number 1. Ayan. Birds of a same feather flock together. Di ba parang napaka-classic na nitong nitong quote na 'to. Pero mapapansin mo dito is yung lahat ng mga naging participants or players nitong Squid Game, may one thing in common. They are buried in debt. Lahat sila merong money problems. And ito yung paborito kong quote na lagi ko sinasabi, no? You are the average of the 5 people you spend your time with. If meron kang mga kaibigan, yan 5 kaibigan na lubog sa utang, then guess what? Puwedeng ikaw yung pang-anim na lubog din sa utang. Kung hindi ka man lubog sa utang at meron kang 5 kaibigan na lubog sa utang, yang 5 yan, uutangan ka. So, be careful kung sino yung mga nakapalibot sa'yo. Ayan. So, yan yung, isa sa mga lessons na nailista ko dito. Okay, number 2, ayan, yung importance of medical insurance to older people, sa mga matatanda. Okay, kasi alam naman natin na habang tumatanda tayo, humihina tayo. And sa Netflix na series na 'to, sa Squid Game, umabot sa point na yung nanay ni Gihon, yung main character dito sa series na 'to, required medical attention for her diabetes. Kaya lang hindi niya ma-afford kasi nga hindi na binayaran ni Gihon yung medical insurance ng nanay niya. So, I think kailangan i-amputate dahil nag-gangrene na yung lumala na yung case nung diabetes nung kanyang nanay and hindi niya mapagamot kasi nga wala silang pera and wala ring insurance yung nanay niya. So, ginawa na lang nung nanay niya is tiniis niya na lang. 'Yon. And one thing na I wanna share din sa important lesson na 'to kung bakit kailangan ng health insurance ng parents natin or kahit na sinong tao actually, kailangan talaga ng health insurance, is itong story nung, client ko before na merong savings worth 60,000 dirhams. That's almost 834,000 pesos. Nag-ipon siya for like 3 or 4 years sa KSA, Saudi Arabia, bago siya nagpunta ng Dubai. And then, unfortunately, yung, father niya nagkaroon ng sakit. And in 3 months' time, ubos yung naipon niya na almost 1 million pesos dahil kailangang ipagamot or extend yung buhay nung father niya. And, very common 'tong scenario na 'to sa halos lahat ng overseas Filipino and even sa mga, Filipinos there in the Philippines na nauubos ang savings, yung assets because hindi nagkaroon ng insurance yung kanilang parent. And naging ano 'to sa'kin, nung umabot sa nung napanood ko 'tong episode na 'to, na ano ko bigla kong napaisip, ano nga ba yung health insurance ng parents ko? So I had to check it again para malaman ko if it's enough. So yun, kaya sobrang gusto ko 'tong movie na 'to, nagkaroon 'to ng parang ano sa akin na baka sobrang complacent na ako. Pero kailangan kong balikan or i-review yung insurance policy ng parents ko. So ayan, very important 'yan, medical insurance for older people. Okay, number 3, you need older people in your team because of their experience. Naalala niyo ba yung episode dito na nagta-tug of war sila? Di ko alam maalala ko nung pangalan nung episode na yun, but yung si number 1, okay, hindi man siya yung pinakamalakas. Pero sabi niya, yung experience niya nung bata siya, lagi silang nananalo sa tug of war. Dahil hindi naman daw yun laging about sa palakasan ng humila. Pero it's about being strategic kung paano kayo pupwesto, ano magiging diskarte ninyo sa paghila. Ang galing yung coordination ng buong team. Shinare niya yon dun sa buong team nila and nanalo sila, hindi sila na-eliminate. And maganda 'tong lesson na 'to kasi may iba nagsasabi na yung mga matatanda na, yung mga retired na, wala na silang function or silbi sa community or what kasi mahina na sila, pero hindi, eh. Sila nga yung pinaka-valuable na mga tao dahil sa mga experiences na napagdaanan nila. Yung mga bagay na matututunan natin sa kanila can be used by us, younger generations right now to prevent yung mga mishaps or yung mga problems na pwedeng ma-encounter din natin. Kaya we have to value our older generation kasi they have the wisdom, they have the experience na wala pa tayo. And ako, majority of the people that I'm surrounded with are always those who are older than me para at least kahit papaano magkaroon pa rin ako ng mga maayos na decisions in the future sa finances, sa business, and even sa career. Kaya 'wag niyo i-count out ang mga Jutanders, okay? Mahalaga sila sa atin. And gano'n din naman sa kanila, mahalaga din tayo sa kanila kasi we the younger generations have the time and the energy para ma-fulfill yung mga puwedeng gusto pa nilang ma-achieve sa kanilang, buhay, okay? So, old and younger generations have to help each other out. Okay, that's the third one. Now, the fourth one, ito, unmanaged debts can lead to death. Grabe, ang morbid, 'di ba? Yan yun. And quick trivia lang 'no, yung, isa sa mga reason ba't ginawa 'to or binuhay uli ito nung creator ng, ng Squid Game is because yung household debt in South Korea has risen sharply in recent years to over 100% of its GDP, which is the highest in Asia. And ewan ko kung nagkataon lang 'to 'no, I was checking an article online which was, posted last September 17 din, the day na na-launch or na-premiere yung Squid Game. Sabi dito sa article na 'to, na ilalagay ko na lang diyan sa description section kung ano yung link. 70% of Filipinos stressed by debt. Grabe, 70%. Napakadami. And we all know that stress can ultimately lead to illness, and itong illness na 'to can lead to death, ayan, 'di ba? So, unmanaged debts can lead to death. Merong ganyang situation ako na narinig na yung isang kabayan dito sa Dubai, kailangan niyang bayaran yung mga hiniram niya. And unfortunately, sobrang stress niya at lubog na siya sa utang dahil sa mga nangyari sa kanya. Nagkaroon siya ng chronic illness and umabot sa point na hindi niya na mabayaran yung medical bills niya kasi nagpatong-patong na, eh. Hindi na siya makapag-work, lubog pa siya sa utang, and yun. So, as much as possible guys, 'wag na 'wag tayong papasok sa mga utang. Ayoko ng utang. Ay naku, prevention is always better than cure, sabi nga. So eto, number 5, your small actions, no matter how silly it might be, can impact other people's lives. Eto yung eto yung episode na dinilaan ni Gihan yung honeycomb, yun yung kasi nakuha niya is yung umbrella, right? So ang hirap 'pag nabasag yon, tsugi siya and wala ng oras. So ang galing ng pag-iisip niya kasi he was thinking out of the box during that time, and ginawa niya, dinilaan niya yung honeycomb, yung parang, cookie na yun. And then nakita niya numinipis and mas madali niyang na naka-carve out yung shape and without breaking yung ano, ano ba 'to, di ko masabi, yung umbrella, yun yung umbrella na, na symbol dun sa honeycomb game na yun. And nakita siya ng mga tao na nakapalibot sa kanya, yung nag-struggle na rin na ma-solve yung problema na yun. So ang ginawa nung iba, dinilaan din nila and guess what, ang dami ring nag-survive because of that. Hindi naman in-expect din yun ni Gihon kasi he just wants to survive, 'di ba? Pero sa atin, sa buhay natin, akala natin yung mga ginagawa natin na akala mo silly and hindi siya nagma-matter sobra sa atin, baka yun pa yung makatulong sa ibang tao, eh. And that is why I always tell people na kung ano yung idea na meron ka, sabihin mo 'yan, i-share mo 'yan, and most definitely gawin mo rin 'yan kasi most likely merong mga tao na kailangan yung idea na meron ka. And 'wag mo itago sa sarili mo 'yon dahil ang knowledge 'pag tinago, it doesn't really serve so much. And for me kasi 'pag mayroon ka isang bagay na alam, you really have to share that to people. 'Wag kang maging madamot, okay? Kasi yang mga small actions mo na 'yan can really change people. Puwedeng for the better. I want to believe na yung ginagawa natin is always for the betterment of other people. So, make sure na 'wag kang matatakot. Gawin mo 'yon dahil puwedeng marami kang matulungan. Okay, number 6. Ito very obvious, avoid gambling, ayan. Si Gihon yung, pinakabida natin dito sa ano, sa Squid Game, eh, na-addict sa sugal dahil nga hindi na siya makahanap ng work mula nung nagkaroon ng strike dun sa company niya na pinagtatrabahuhan before, and then he also failed 2 businesses. Wala na, nag-ano na siya, parang masyado na siyang na-addict sa pagsusugal, and umabot sa point na talagang nangungutang na siya para lang makapagsugal or makabawi, and alam naman natin na walang nananalo sa sugal, 'di ba? Ewan ko if you're listening to this and you believe in gambling, then baka hindi yata ito yung tamang channel for you. Pero hindi ako fan ng gambling kahit may mga nakakausap ako na kumikita ng pera dun. Pero I always believe na short term yun, eh, and it doesn't really, help your family over the long term dahil you don't want to put your family's future based on chances. You'd rather make deliberate choices para maging mas maging maayos yung future ng family mo. Are you confused about your finances? I know you wanna change for the better pero di mo alam kung saan ka magsisimula, anong dapat mong gawin, and sinong dapat mong lapitan. Yan din ang naging problema ko nung nag-decide akong ayusin ang finances ko. At dahil hindi ko alam ang mga sagot sa tanong na yan, I got scammed, I bought unnecessary expensive financial products, and lost money for not knowing how to invest properly. So, if you are an overseas Filipino or someone who wants to improve your financial situation, I want you to visit my website, that's jadriantolentino.com, to get free resources on how you can start your journey towards financial independence. Again, that's jadriantolentino.com. So, paano? Kita-kits! And ako, meron ako experience sa sabong when I was working in the Philippines, I think in my younger 20s, um, tinaya ko sa sabong yung natitira kong allowance sa sarili ko. Kasi I think meron pa akong ₱1,000 nun and ano na yun, ka-budget na ako nun for the next week. Next week ba? 2 weeks, parang gano'n. So, ginawa ko, tinaya ko sa sabong yung lahat ng natira kong pera and hindi nanalo yung manok ko. Sobrang banas ko. Sabi ko, hindi na talaga ako magsusugal ever. Kasi wala, eh, ang hirap, eh. Puwedeng sunod-sunod yung panalo mo 'no, pero yung isang pagkatalo mo, puwedeng mawala lahat ng winnings mo. Kaya might as well, iwasan mo na lang ang gambling and mag-aral ka ng mga tamang ways ng pag-i-invest and pagse-save, okey? 'Yon, er, kailangan ko lang sabihin talaga 'yun, ayoko ng gambling, okey. Learn to manage your emotions, number 7, ayan. Naalala niyo ba yung situation ni Ali? Si Ali is yung I would say, siya yung pinakamabait sa lahat ng characters dun sa Squid Game. Okay, so si Ali is a factory migrant worker and sa situation niya, hindi siya pinapasahod ng boss niya for a very long time na and then nakita niya, sa desk ng boss niya na merong, malaking envelope dun which he believes is part of his salary. Dahil sa sobrang inis niya, sobrang galit niya, hinihingi niya yung sweldo niya, right? So, nag-agawan sila, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. And unfortunately, yung kamay nung amo niya nalagay dun sa makina and ewan ko naputol ba or what, pero kadiri. I mean, basta yun, panoorin niyo para makita niyo. Pero ayoko naman gano'ng ano, eh, na freakish accident. So, ang nangyari, tumakbo siya with the money and then binigay niya sa family niya. Dun yung anak at asawa niya sa Korea. Pinaalis niya na kasi nga wala, eh, wala ng future and nagtatakbo na si Ali dahil he is liable for that incident, yon. So, don't let your emotions ruin your decisions and madaling sabihin nun pero grabe it takes time to practice that and marami ring mga tao na sobrang sad and they would spend so much money just to feel just to fill that gap para maband-aidan yung, sugat na kanilang nararanasan. And again, it's just a short-term solution. Dapat hindi natin siya hinahayaan and instead we find ways on how we can effectively manage our emotions. Ang word na ginamit ko is manage, not eliminate kasi there's no way for us to eliminate our emotions kasi we are humans and all humans feel or experience different kinds of emotions. So, it's a lifelong process na kailangan nating i-master dahil majority of our financial decisions are influenced by our emotions. Yes. So, yon. Okay. Number 8. Legal scams are out there and they're everywhere. Ano ba 'tong mga legal scams na 'to, Kuya Jay? Ayan. Yan yung mga loan sharks, yan yung mga, sa US ito yung payday loans and puwedeng Sa mga financial institutions, ito yung mga savings programs na binebenta sa atin ng ating mga advisors na napakataas ng management fees. Oo. Ito yung lagi ko sinasabi sa mga past episodes ko 'no, na yung management fees na 'yan can eat the returns of your investments. Kaya ewan ko kung bakit marami pa rin nagbebenta ng mga ganitong products. So, you have to really check yung fine print. What I'm telling you here is, ito yung time when si Sang-woo, okay? Si Sang-woo is yung disgraced investment banker, yun yung character niya na nalubog sa utang because of his fraudulent activities, okay? And ito yung episode na yung laro nila is about yung marbles. Naalala niyo ba yun? O kung napanood niyo, 'di ba? So, si Sang-woo ang ginawa niya, tinrick niya, niloko niya si Ali. Matatalo dapat si Sang-woo dun, eh. Dahil si Ali, ewan ko by any chance nanalo siya and pinagdudahan niya pa na, "Kabisado mo 'tong larong 'to 'no, kabisado mo 'to." Sabi niya, "Hindi ko alam 'to," sabi ni Ali. And then unfortunately, umabot sa point na patalo na si Sang-woo and tinakpan niya ah, yung marbles sa sahig, 'di ba? Nilagay niya do'n tapos tinakpan niya and then binigyan niya ng pouch of rocks si Ali without him knowing. Tapos nung paubos na yung oras, lumapit si Sang-woo dun sa guard kasi sabi niya he followed the rules, wala siyang sinaktan and eto yung marbles. Ito yung 10 marbles kasi kapag nakuha mo lahat ng marbles ng kalaban mo, ikaw yung mananalo. And unfortunately, si Ali naman nagtiwala siya kay Sang-woo because he thought na he was a good guy. And nung pagbalik ni Sang-woo ni Ali dun sa place kung saan sila naglalaro, wala na si Sang-woo. And nung tiningnan niya yung pouch niya, puro rocks pala yung laman, hindi marbles. So, ang lesson dito is 'pag meron kang mga pinasok na let's say investments or kung ano mang policies na bibilin mo, you have to read the fine print. Kasi puwedeng legally available 'yan sa area mo, sa market, regulated siya. Pero 'pag tinignan mong mabuti yung terms and conditions, baka it may not work best for you. Baka ang magbe-benefit lang pala talaga diyan is yung advisor mo or yung company nila, right? So, you really have to check that carefully. And nakakalu ewan ko kung sinadya 'to dahil ano yung character ni Sang-woo, isa siyang investment banker. And parang ayoko sabihin na all investment bankers or all those people working in the financial institutions are bad people. Pero ewan ko siguro nagkataon lang talaga, 'di ba? Ayoko sabihin na gano'n, pero ang galing, ibang klase, eh. So again guys, legal scams are out there. So para maiwasan 'yan, read the fine print. Yes. Okay, number 9, desperation and greed bring out the worst in people. Lalim 'no? Eto babalik tayo dun sa episode na yung laro nila is yung marble game. Ito yung Ganbu na episode, yun yung title niya. And dito, nakita natin yung situation nila Sang-woo and ni Gi-hun. Well, kanina nakuwento ko na yung ginawa ni Sang-woo, right, dun kay Ali. And ito naman, si Gi-hun naman, ang naka-partner niya is si number 1, si matandang pangalan 'to, matandang Ilnam, ayan 'yan si player 001. And si matandang Ilnam, meron siyang dementia. And nung naglaro sila ng marbles ni Gihon, natatalo na si Gihon. And sa sobrang desperate na ni Gihon na manalo because ano 'to, hindi lang 'to about money, it's also about survival. And sobrang desperate na niyang manalo, tinake advantage niya yung deficiency ni matandang Ilnam. So sinasabi niya, "Oh, sinong nanalo? Ako." "Ah, okey." Si Ilnam naman binibigay niya yung marbles niya. And then ayun, unfortunately, dahil sa gano'ng situation, natalo si matandang Ilnam. And sa episode na 'yun, ang alam natin namatay na siya because naubos nga yung marbles niya and nakuha ni Gihan yung lahat ng marbles kaya nakapag-move siya sa next na game. So ano lang nito, anong ibig sabihin lang nito 'no, Ang hirap 'pag umabot ka sa situation na you are forced na gawin yung mga gano'ng bagay out of desperation and greed. So, sa'kin lang is we will never know how far we're willing to go when driven by greed and desperation. Kaya ang best thing that we can do is to avoid being in that situation in the first place. So, sa kanila, kung siguro ito nga, kung naging maayos lang yung finances ni ni Gihon and ni Sang-woo, hindi sila umabot sa gano'ng sitwasyon na they are forced to bend their morals just for the sake of money and survival. Siguro ako if I'm in that situation, mahihirapan din ako. Kaya I think that's one of my fears na to be that I wanna tell you guys na I don't wanna be faced by a situation na yung morals ko would be bent because I have to. I'm paid by someone to do something different na hindi inline sa aking principles. I don't want to be in that situation. Eto, number 10, avoid market speculations. So, 'di ba si Sang-woo, who is the disgraced investment banker dito sa story na 'to 'no, nawala yung pera niya kasi yung hindi niya pera pala yun, mga pera ng kanyang investors. Nilagay niya sa futures. Futures is, a form of, speculative investment na hinding-hindi ako fan of. So, any form of speculation, hindi ko siya nire-recommend, hindi ko siya ginagawa. Kasi I'd rather have you invest dun sa mga passive investments, yung mga long-term investments na highly diversified na puwedeng mabagal man yung returns pero based on, past performances, yung based on sa mga ginawa ng mga successful investors over the long term, mas naging, profitable siya versus dun sa mga speculative investments. Okay, that's my investment discipline, okay? So, ikaw, bahala ka kung anong magiging choice mo, pero that is what I believe in. And puwedeng siguro you are doing stock market trading, you've been doing it successfully for the last 7 years, and then on the 8th year, you lose it all. So parang gambling din, right? And yun yung iniiwasan ko when you start to speculate on your investments, I consider that gambling. Okay? So that's just me. Okay? So pag-aralan mo mabuti and ang sa'kin lang, don't go for speculative investments kasi they are highly risky and dangerous. Alright, number 11, boredom is the root of all evil. Grabe 'di ba? Ito tumatak talaga 'tong sinabi ni Tandang Ilnam. So, ito na yung last episode dun sa series na yon. And eventually nalaman natin na ito palang si Tandang Ilnam. Okay, itong matandang may demensya, siya pala yung mastermind nitong buong 'to and nag-participate lang siya para nga at least ma-enjoy niya yung Squid Game. And sabi niya dun sa last episode, sabi niya kay Gihon, "Do you know what people who have no money have in common with people who have too much money? Living is no fun." Yan ang sabi niya. And when people are bored, regardless kung mayaman or mahirap ka, it becomes dangerous because meron nga ding quote na sinasabi na ang idle hand is a devil's workshop. So kung mahirap ka and you're bored, wala kang pera, you might do things like criminal acts, pwedeng mang-hold up ka, mang-snatch ka, kasi you're bored, eh, wala kang ibang magawa, eh. Wala wala kang magawa para kumita ng pera and tulad ng sinabi nga dito ni Ilnam, kung sobrang yaman mo na at halos lahat ng bagay, experiences nagawa mo na, it gets to be boring, 'di ba? Wala ng saysay ang buhay if you're bored. So, dalawang exact or extreme opposites 'yan and 'pag nandun ka sa situation na 'yon, it can be very dangerous. So, papaano mo 'to maiiwasan, right? Ang sa'kin lang is a person who is sa'kin lang is you should have a purpose in life. Bakit? If you are poor, and that you really have no money right now to survive, or you're totally broke, pero you have a life purpose. Kahit gaano kahirap yung pinagdadaanan mo, you will find a way to earn a living. Kasi you're doing it for somebody else. You're doing it probably kung wala kang maisip na ibang maging inspiration mo, you'll do it for your future self para mas maging maganda yung kinabukasan ng future self mo. And if you are an extremely wealthy individual and you have a life purpose, you will use your money to help so many people. Pwede magkaroon ka ng charity, meron kang mga dinodonate every now and then. And I think ito yung pinaka-importante sa lahat eh, na ang bawat tao should really have a life purpose. Kasi if not, wala, boredom will definitely strike and it would lead to unfavorable actions. So, gano'n. Gano'n ko siya iniisip. That is why I'm so passionate in sharing this to you guys na I want you to be so well in your finances. And kapag ano ka na, sobrang dami mo ng pera, okay, magamit mo 'tong pera na 'to to help so many people and help you live a purposeful life. And what I'm trying to say na hindi mo kailangan magkaroon ng sobrang dami ng pera para maging purposeful yung ginagawa mo, okay? Kasi sabi ko nga kanina, kahit mahirap, they can still find purpose in whatever it is that they're experiencing. So, find a way kung paano mo makukuha yung purpose na yun, and it will help you it will help you shape your actions para maging intentional sa bawat way mo o sa bawat expense na gagawin mo or bawat investments na kukunin mo or even kung ano mga decisions mo sa buhay is intentional, it will really help you far better versus those who don't have any purpose. Ayan, daming sinabi. Ni Kuya Jay. Okay, number 12. There's no shortcut to your financial problems. Eto, sinabi ni frontman ano, nung umpisa pa lang na sabi niya dun, "Do you wanna go home and live the rest of your life like garbage, being chased by creditors?" Yan. "Or do you want to grab this last opportunity which we are presenting?" Grabe 'no. So, yung mga nag-participate sa Squid Game felt na they are already a hopeless case. Pero what I realized in life is there's no such thing as hopeless situations. Only people who think hopelessly. So, I remember nung time na kaya ako na-scam, I just realized na ang dami kong I thought na hopeless case na ako kasi I was 30 years old and I realized na wala pala akong na-save, wala akong na-invest sa during the time na I was earning really well nung nasa Pinas ako. So, I thought na late na para sa akin and gusto kong gawan ng shortcut, gusto kong makabawi sana. And because of that, 'yan, na naengganyo kong maglagay ng pera dun sa mga scam companies na lagi ko sinasabi sa mga past episodes ko 'no. And, yun, I thought I was a hopeless case and kaya nangyari sa akin. But then I realized din na when you feel na you are hopeless, meron ka pa ring mga bagay na puwede mong gawin. One of the best things is to keep your faith and trust in the Lord. Dahil, in my experience, yung kanyang miracles na binigay sa buhay ko, yun yung mga times na akala ko wala na ako, wala ng puwedeng mangyari sa buhay ko. Pero binigyan niya ako ng opportunities na hindi ko plinano, hindi part ng mga sinulat ko. And it turned out na it was far better than what I have planned. Kaya if you think na hopeless ka na, and sit down, pray, and seek the Lord for His guidance. Dahil He will never abandon you. That's a promise. That's His promise. Okay? Tandaan niyo yun. Again, walang shortcut sa financial problems mo. Okay? Kailangan mo siyang pagdaanan. Kailangan mo siyang harapin isa-isa and merong Diyos na tutulong sa'yo. Yep. Okay, so ito na ang last na life lesson ba? Life lesson 'to, eh. Your time will come. Darating din ang oras mo. And itong story na 'to is not around dun sa ano, eh, hindi siya about dun sa mga characters nung Squid Game. This is about the story of Hwang Dong-hyuk. Siya yung creator nung Squid Game, okay? Kasi alam niyo ba na it took him 10 years to develop the plot of this Netflix series, and he was also in financial trouble and spent his time in cafes habang sinusulat niya yung Squid Game. Eto sabi niya dun sa isang interview, in 2009, he could not get it started because he could not find investors, production houses, or actors who wanted to support his project. And nitong time daw na 'to, yung mga taong nilapitan niya thought na yung plot ng Squid Game was too violent, complex, and most importantly, maliit lang yung commercial na puwedeng ilagay dun kasi during that time na nasulat niya 'to, 2009, hindi siya suitable for Korean TV kasi mas focused sila sa mga family-oriented na shows. So after 10 years, ayan, nakita ni Hwang na yung debt crisis, tumataas sa household ng Koreans, okay? Sa Korea mismo in general. And because of that, naisip niya na buhayin uli itong sinulat niya 10 years ago, 'yan. And, kahit itong ginawa niya was rejected several times, tinanggap siya ng Netflix nung pinropose niya 'yun. So anong message dito 'no? Your time will come. And lagi ko lang 'to sinasabi sa sarili ko, eh, getting delayed does not mean you were denied. Your time will come, just be patient. And being patient, by the way is not just the ability to wait, but it's the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting. Yon. So kung ano man yung pinagdadaanan mo ngayon, kung ano man yung goals na gusto mong ma-achieve and parang hindi mo pa rin makuha, puwedeng ginagawa mo na 'to for the last 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5, or a decade. Pero ano lang, be patient lang and your time will come. Parang tandaan mo lang yung nangyari din kay, Colonel teka sino ba 'to? Si Colonel ng KFC, Colonel Sanders, ayan, 'di ba? Parang age 63 na siya bago niya na-reach yung success na inaasam-asam niya. He was patient, dami nag-reject sa kanya, sa kanyang, sauce, sa kanyang, recipe ng KFC. Pero eventually, towards the end, he still became successful. So, if you're listening to this and you're being impatient, I wanna tell you na your time will come. Uulitin ko getting delayed does not mean you were denied. Yun. So, daming hugot ng video, 'no? So, there you have it, guys. So, ulitin ko yung, 13 pala 'tong nilista ko, 'no? 13 na life and money lessons sa Squid Game. So, una, ayan, birds of a same feather flock together. And then the importance of medical insurance to older people or your parents. Number 3 is you need older people in your team because of their experience. Number 4, unmarried debts unmanaged debt, married debts, okay? Unmanaged debts can lead to death. Number 5, your small actions can impact other people's lives. Kahit gaano kalit yan. Avoid gambling, number 6. 7 is to learn to manage your emotions. 8, legal scams are out there, kaya make sure you read the fine print. 9, desperation and greed bring out the worst in people. 10, avoid market speculations. 11, boredom is the root of all evil. Number 12, there's no shortcut to your financial problems. And lastly is number 13, your time will come. So, ano sa tingin nyo about Squid Game? Okay? Agree ba kayo sa mga nilista ko? If not, sabihin nyo sa akin. If yes, sabihin nyo rin sa akin. Okay? Kasi I want to improve the content of my future episodes. Alright? So guys, that wraps our episode for today. But before I let you go, I hope you can listen to the other episodes of Parent Purpose Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and other podcast streaming platforms. If you prefer watching this on video format, you can go to my YouTube channel, Hey Kuya J. And if you want to schedule a financial coaching session with me, just message me on my LinkedIn or Facebook page, Purpose Driven Finance. And ulitin ko lang, meron ulit tayong Discord community where you can join for free. Again, ang kanyang link is www.jadriantolentino.com/community. Alright. Again, ito ulit si Kuya J. Telling you to prosper with a purpose. See you sa ating next episode. Bye-bye!